What's up? What's up? We are back.
What's up?
Where were you?
What's up?
Where were you yesterday?
Me?
Yeah, you were supposed to be on a live yesterday.
I was at my best friend got married yesterday.
Oh,
So after her wedding, her husband got tattoos, and then after they got tattoos, went out to dinner, and then it was about 8 o'clock, 8:30, and I didn't drive up there. They had to drive me back home, so I was looking for a ride home. So I got back around 9:30. I know you had your adult shit to do, and it was getting late for you, so it's just like that's where it cut for me.
oh shit! I'm not even ready. I need to change my background.
And that round's ready. But what's up, YouTube? It's your
Wait,
co-host Charlie Green underscore Bella Forte here,
and
and
this
the main host.
the Gino Bino. You can see me again, right?
Yeah, bro, we in this.
I was wondering if changing the background like ruined the video again.
Not today.
All
Not
right.
today, Satan.
So
No, in the words of Scream, not today. Yes, today.
what are we talking about first? I see. I got the Bad Boys in the back, but you want to talk about that? Joshua's Cabaret.
So we're talking, all right. So we're talking tonight about Bad Boys Los Angeles episode 1 that we all just seen, as well as we're gonna get on Jocelyn's Cabaret reunion shit. But where you want to hit off at?
I guess we'll start with Bad Boys because it is the background and it's my
Let's do it.
background. I don't know. So I had a lot to say yesterday, but I just want to reiterate the fact that I think Dylan is super lame.
You want to relate that Dylan super lame? I want to reiterate that if somehow they bring people back from season 1 or season 2 again, if he happens to be on season 2 and I get casted, I'm gonna give him the Jolie treatment on the bus, the way he tried to give William. I'm gonna beat his ass. He is such a. He wants to call what's not Andrew Anthony a lame boy. You're a lame boy, bruh. From the beginning, as soon as you guys did your intros, when you guys came out of the cars and you guys was all black, and then you guys got into the first like actually area and setting with the cameras. All 4 or 5 of you were trying to hold the cameras at once to try to say something. And he was right next to William, almost arm in arm, calling Anthony or Andrew. No, was it Anthony or Andrew?
It's Anthony.
Anthony, Mr. Potato Head, we're gonna beat your ass. We're gonna beat your ass. You shouldn't be here. Like you a lame boy. You ain't nothing. And
Hold on,
he's arm in arm with fucking badass William the badass.
hold on for a
And
second.
then they're on the bus.
Tell everyone how you feel. I'm about to like go for a second, but just keep talking now, okay?
Yeah, I just have to say, it's just ridiculous to me how your fucking ass sat there and was arm in arm with William the Baddest, who I just got to his music and started listening to it. It's alright, it's okay. And, you was arm in arm with
No,
him
it's not.
going, and I'm gonna come and stay ahead, all this shit, all that shit, and it wasn't until not even on the bus, but as the bus landed in front of the house that your dumb ass wanted to fucking say some shit like, oh, I heard you wanted to fight me. I heard you wanted to fight me. And then William's like, what? Whatever, what? And you throw a bag at him. You try to throw hands, and then you get hit in the face twice, and you said, I just beat your ass. I just beat your ass. Then you get off the bus, and you guys score up again, and you guys are giving me very Natalie and Red conversation, swinging in the air, not really connecting to anything. But it's just like, the fuck? You're a bitch. I'm 29 years old. You're 22 years old. It is what it is. Like, but you were very prematurely casted. I think you're a bitch. I think you're nothing. I don't like you. And if you ever wanted to meet up, I don't have nothing against you like that to fight you, but at the same time, like, I want to beat your ass. I don't like you. You're a bitch, Dylan. Where'd you go?
I'm still here. Give me 1 second.
And they're good. No, I was saying, like, it was just ridiculous to me to see that. And then him throw a bag and try to fight him as they got in front of the house. But that gets me into the next part with Relly. That was straight up Bad Girls Club. I'm not going to revert to the exact 3 seasons of the bullying. Season, okay, I will. Season 11. Seasons. But that was like, okay, if you don't beat his ass, and if you don't beat his ass, I'm going to beat both your asses. Why? You just got there. You don't think you got no camera time? You don't think you got nothing? Like, what are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? And let me tell you what you're doing. As an addict in recovery, I see in your eyes when you're in confessional, and I see your eyes when you're in your promo. And guess what? Your eyes kind of cross this way, like one goes this way and one eye goes that way. You're on drugs, baby. And if you're not on drugs, you're a big alky on your drugs. No, because not even alcohol makes your eyes slant that way. You can't even look straight in the cameras. Anything. You fought the two white boys in the house because they didn't fight each other, but they did fight each other even though it was whack. And then you jumped on him, and I don't know if it was your long fingernails that I peeped, and they're not even cute fingernails. They're just like fingernails need to be clipped. I don't know if it's your fucking fingernails or the bushes, but that's what got Dylan's face. But fuck Dylan, so I'm kind of glad that happened. But when you went toe to toe with William the Baddest, um, I watched that back like 3 times, and you got him good in the forehead like 3 or 4 times, and that's where the marks were on his forehead. And then everyone in the cast was just saying, "What is he doing? What the fuck was that?" And even 2 people that really respect you in the season came to you and told you the shit was bullying. And guess what your response was? But did I not tell them that if they didn't beat each other's ass, I was going to beat both their asses? Did I not say that? Did I not say that? Did I not say that? Bitch, and the fuck? That's your reasoning? Okay, okay. First of all, half, if not the majority of the cast, are supposed to be well-known people and people known in the industry, if not even the industry, in the like on the Instagram and like on that level. I still don't even really know half of y'all, besides Mr. Milan, Christopher. But it's like as soon as the cameras are rolling, all 3, 4, 5 of you are trying to get in the one camera frame at one time to say something. From the beginning, it's just like you guys are going to have a good at least a month or 2 here to do what you got to do. And you guys didn't even pull up to the house yet. And that's what you showed. I think you're a bum ass bitch. Really, I think. I love Julie. I fucking love Julie, and I want somebody to fight me on that one. I don't care. I love Julie. But Relly needs the Julie treatment. And I watched the trailer back way many times, and I don't really see him fighting or getting into things after this. But you need to get your ass whooped. And Dylan, you too. I want to whoop your ass, Dylan. Fuck you. Anything else? It's just so more on that. It's like, I'm 29 years old. I'll be turning 30. I've been watching the Bad Girls Club since I was like 12, 13 years old. I've been praying for the day for Bad Boys Club for something like this to happen, and we finally got it. And here's episode 1, and this is what we got. You guys don't even know how to act. The cameras start recording, and you guys fight for a spot in the camera. Like 4 or 5 of you are bumping each other out of the way to be in the camera to say, I'm gonna be the of the season. I'm gonna be the the person that's in the confessional say anything. Help me out. I'm gonna be the confessional of the season. I'm gonna be the narrator 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 of the season. Like you men, grown men, didn't even know how to act. All jumping into the camera frame, talking about how you're gonna be the narrator of the season. And I'm sorry, but no matter how alcohol you're drinking, as an addict and an alcoholic in recovery and 6 months clean, your eye doesn't go this way and then that way when you're drinking. So I think Riley is on drugs, just like I think Joseline and Ballistic are on drugs. They're not checking their bags. They're not checking what they're bringing. If they're bringing their Xanax, if they're bringing cocaine, if they're bringing whatever they have, bullshit. I don't care. As an addict, I call an addict out, and I think Raleigh is an addict. Period. It's just me on this cast.
I'm still
Okay.
here. Give me 1 second.
No, I got you, bro. I didn't know you were still there. So, going back, reflecting on this first episode, it's like you grown men from 22 to 36 don't know how to act. Even though Mr. Million's my favorite, one of my favorites, the episode ended with him saying, okay, I got one thing to say. You shouldn't have got involved in that fight because it has nothing to do with you, and then throws a drink, and then they start fighting. Then peep the trailer for next week. He's also fighting 2 other people. And then it's just like, we're going for episode 2, and that will be a total of 10 to 11 fights in the first 2 episodes. And watching the super trailer that still didn't even cut the half of what we're gonna see in the season of what's coming. Now with Bad Girls Club, the only season they did with the shit with when they did people that had Instagram followers that season, I think it was season 14, right after All Stars. It was a season of girls who had a lot of followers on Instagram and whatever the other shit. And more than half of this cast are not just newbies like in the Bad Girls Club where it was just girls that auditioned and got casted on. It was men that were pretty much kind of well known in the scene, and you would think you guys know how to act, but as soon as the cameras start rolling, you guys don't know how to act at all. No one can watch the episode and say anything different. You guys don't know how to act when the cameras are rolling. There was literally a point when you guys were fighting Andrew that 5 of you were all trying to get your face in the camera to say what you had to say at one time. And it's just like, what the fuck? Like, you guys don't think you have 2 months, even, not even 2 months, even just 1 month to do this? You guys haven't got to the house. You guys don't know how to act. But reverting back to Mr. Andrew, he had all the mouth in the world. All the mouth in the world. And was it surprising that he tucked his tail and left? No, it wasn't. because watching the trailer, there's 12 people in the season and that was 10. So there's 2 more coming in. At the end of the day, all I gotta say about episode 1 is it gave me what I wanted. I've been wanting Bad Boys Club. I wanted something like this for years. I'll be 30 next year. I've been wanting something like this for years, but episode 1, and that's what we got. And you know what else I gotta say about that? Mr. Moolah. Mr. Moolah. He, correct me if I'm wrong, that he swung on next week's episode. Maybe it's next week or it's coming, or he punches on the one in the mouth. And that's the one in the mouth where him and Gutto were kind of connecting in the room, and there was just like a little flirty here and there, or whatever. And it was just like, we don't want no dick, straight pussy, just straight pussy. Like, we get it, you're straight, right? Right. Well, let's be honest. I'm 29, and I hooked up with more straight guys than I've hooked up with gay or bisexual or pansexual men. Period. So I can call that bluff. But like, I think what's his name, Kyrion? It was saying what goes into my bedroom is none of your business, because it's not. And I think he is the one that gets hit by Moolah. I think next week, if not episode 3. I got a problem with it. I got a problem with just episode 1, but I'm going to be a continuing viewer because I'm interested in the season. I'm still waiting for my co-host here, so I guess I'll take over. I want to jump to Joseline's Cabaret. We saw everything that happened with, oh my god, I love her. I can't think of her name for a second. It was the one, Jocelyn came at the reunion with the candle, and Ballistic got up in her face. And, they cut to that. But it's just like, let's get real. Zeus is not going to air what we have hearing with Jocelyn's Cabaret, which is Jocelyn, Mortal Kombat, Amber in the stomach, and then minutes later, maybe 20 minutes later, who knows how much later, she came back at her, and she popped her and put her ass on the ground. Okay. And then when that happened, that's when Ballistic popped up and then ripped out Amber's edges and grabbed her by her hair and threw her here, threw her there. Like, do you think Zeus is going to air that? Probably not. But we've seen for more than half the cast that went live that was at the reunion said what it is. And that's what it is. Because I think that's all we're going to get from it. Pretty sad. However, I do have to say, I love you, Lexi Blow. I've been such a big fan of you, Lexi Blow. But I feel like because Chanel won season 2 and you didn't, it was your solo choice for this last cabaret to pick a girl. And you did not pick her. And you picked Black Diamond. I said to myself watching, if Lexi Blow picks Black Diamond and doesn't pick Chanel, I'm glad Jocelyn slaps the shit out of her at the reunion, and I hope they air that. Because I want her to look back at YouTube videos, anything she can look back at. All I want her to see is her getting dropped by Gaia, and her nudging her head a couple times, got slammed by Gaia, and in the reunion, Joseline's gonna slap the shit out of you. I liked you, Lexi Blow. I really did, but you deserve it. You deserve that. Sorry, you should never have picked Black Diamond. Were you trying to get up just 2 more of your little gooch into Joseline's ass? Is that why you didn't pick Chanel? Well, guess what? Jocelyn don't like you. That's why she smacks the shit out you at the reunion. And I've been talking to you, Lexi Blow. We've been talking. I have so much respect for you. And you really did that. You really picked Black Diamond. You know, because you didn't want to pick Chanel. Because she won this season and you didn't. Give a fuck. You mad. But guess what? At least Jocelyn then smacked the shit out of her. At least Gaia didn't drop the shit out of her. But she did you. My biggest beef on this podcast is with Dylan and Lexi Blow. I feel I'm ignoring a lot by myself on this. I have a lot more reviews to do on the episodes and the show and this reunion, but I'm just waiting for my host.
What we doing?
I just said my piece for like 30 minutes.
I was letting you have your time because I had my time yesterday, like the whole 24 minutes to myself. So I wanted to make sure that you got to say some stuff to yourself.
Oh, yeah, I had a lot to say.
All right.
Where'd you go? Are you out of the half and half scream?
I know. Hold on. That's all you had to say?
Yeah. I have reviews the episode to do, but I called out who I wanted to call out. I said what I had to say. Going episode, I'm very excited for the season of Bad Boys. I'm very excited for the season. I just, Riley very disappointed me that jumping shit was bullying. When it comes to like the 2 straight guys, Moolah, and the other one, what I peeped on the trailer for for the next episode is not Moolah, but the other straight one gets in like 3 different fights with half the cast, and it's just like at this point, it's just like well deserving because it's just so questionable. It's very questionable.
I'm back.
It's just very questionable.
What is?
Where some of these men stand and being straight and yes.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, I said, are you talking about Curtis?
But
Curtis.
Curtis, yes, Curtis. He gets into like three different fights next week. I think with Anthony, um, uh, Mulan. No, yeah, and somebody else. Because it's like they're fighting of them jumping it, and then he jumps into it. It's just like you have to watch the trailer back. I mean, I didn't see it. I didn't see that.
Oh.
Where okay, so where are you? Where is your stance of how you feel about the guys on Bad Boys?
Like, you want me to go through each one right now?
Yeah, I kind of went through it, except
Okay.
I didn't say anything about Gutta Bitch. I love Gutta Bitch. Da 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 da.
Okay, so I heard you say earlier that you were a fan of Williams' music.
I said I think it's all right, but just like, is this rap or is this just like, what is it?
Exactly. And see, that's exactly why like I like Gutta too, because I mean I just listened to his music today. I didn't even hear it the other day when I was
I
like
know Gutta have music,
he does, and his music is a lot better. Like he's an actual rapper. He's not. I mean,
right?
that's
Williams rapping is just not
I don't know how this is
deep.
gonna I don't know how this is gonna be received. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if people are gonna cancel me, but like I don't like the gay rappers. But like Gutta is just a rapper that happens to be gay. He's not like a gay rapper. You know what I mean?
Right. But that's what William the Baddest is this gay rapper. But it's just like, it's not even rapping. It's a lot of just talking, and it's not even catchy, and
Yeah.
there's no
And
flow.
you know when
Nothing rhymes with the next verse, or
so
like not verse, but nothing even goes together. It's just like a bunch of like, it's just like he reads a paragraph that has nothing to do with any line to the next line to the next line. Just reading a paragraph. Like,
I got you,
there
but
was no flow. There was nothing about that, bro.
yeah, exactly. But I was gonna say, you remember? I don't know if you saw it, but before Miss Wet Wet's other Instagram got deleted, she had reposted me in this video.
No
Yeah, because she was doing like an impersonation contest, so I did this impersonation of her in the car, and
shit.
she posted me, and he actually did like I don't know if it was that one. I don't know. That's when I first even heard of him because I saw him in the comments. She was also like offering promo for like her page. She'll post something, and William had something on his page like, "Hey, if any rappers are trying to work, let me know." Blah blah blah. So
What?
that's when I first had heard his music, and I don't know, like you know what I'm saying? Like, why are you on Ms. Wet Wet's page trying to, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Right.
But
Let's
let me
go.
the rest of this list though. So Anthony Uncensored. His name was also kind of familiar to me, but how do you know how he's famous? Did you touch on that earlier?
No.
You don't know how he's famous?
No.
I
I
feel like
don't.
I probably just seen him on Instagram because apparently he was hosting stuff like with Natalie, and they showed a clip of that. So I guess that's how.
Oh, I've seen half the cast have videos from back in March, April of 2021 that are on the season that have videos with Natalie.
I see.
So it's like, really, was it just a bunch of auditions that you guys picked, or it's auditions of people that you guys already knew?
Yeah, I mean, this has been going on for like 7 years or whatever. So I'm sure she's
Right.
been building her cast for like this long time too. Um, Carry on. I think he's interesting. I don't know. I feel like he's not. He's every season at Bad Girls Club has that one person. Well, I don't know. You said he gets into a fight. I didn't really think he would get into a fight.
They
So,
just popped in the mouth next week by Moolah.
oh, I missed that. Maybe he'll become more interesting. But this first episode, I was like, I guess he's famous, so that's why he has a spot on here. But I don't know. Overall, I feel like he could go. Milan, I actually really like Milan, and like I said, I didn't really know who he was before, but I like how he stepped up. And a lot of people don't like him; they say that he was kind of jumping in, but I like his target. I don't know. So if it's gonna be
Jumping in, I mean, he does throw a drink and fights Relly
yeah,
at the
so
beginning
if
of
it's
the next episode.
versus Relly, I'm gonna pick Milan. I don't know.
Well, the reason why he fights him because the way he did Dylan and William. He's like, I
Which
think that was bullshit, and he throws a drink, and they start fighting.
it was bullshit to jump in, but to
It
instigate
was.
should have stopped at like instigating it because Dylan definitely deserved that, especially because he
He
felt so
did.
comfortable talking shit on the bus.
He did.
He knew that security would break it up faster if he.
Exactly. And then his ass wouldn't even come near the cast. Oh,
But
they're
then,
gonna jump me. They're gonna jump me. Ain't nobody gonna jump you, bitch. Shut up.
but as soon as Relly tagged in, I was like, okay, now first of all, why did he tag in with Dylan first? Why didn't he fight William first?
First, exactly.
If he said he was gonna fight both of them, but and then
Because he was the weaker of the fight because even though Williams' hits weren't landing, if they did land, it would have got it.
but then
Because Dylan wasn't even throwing hands. He was just like,
if you heard Williams said that him and Relly has some kind of history to get like they were friends already before.
yeah, but why is this coming when he gets to the house? You guys had literally almost 16 hours before then, and there was nothing.
I don't know, and no, this yeah, because you did mention that earlier too. How they were against Andrew in the very beginning. They were kind of like teaming up. They were trying to see,
All of them.
but you don't know what could have happened between that because they stayed in the hotel that night or whatever. So
That's
maybe
true.
something out.
But I think really, if you see he's talking and his eyes are right here, and then in the next moment, his eyes are like, one's over here and one's up there, and they're both low. Like, I don't know how much drinking and smoking that does, but as a recovering addict, I know what that does to your eyes. And the way his eyes are looking, and the way he was acting, throwing himself even after the two fights, still going against the security and trying to go again and again. So he has to be babysat on the bus.
Yeah, I feel like he got hurt
I
the
think
most.
he's on, I think he's on drugs.
I mean, I don't know. I didn't. Maybe more than I do. I didn't catch all those small little
I think
details.
he's on drugs.
So, do you think that that's something that they do behind the backs of like the producers, or do you think the producers are like, yeah, do that shit so you get all
I don't
crazy?
think the producers follow them into the bathroom and stuff. I don't think they check all their shit the way they do it like Bad Girls Club because the only Bad Girls Club, like with what's her face that got hit by Brittany Delilah. I think she did get prescribed Xanax and stuff and was able to bring that on and sing like that. But when it comes to the Bad Boys Club and stuff like that, like they're not checking their shit and they can put that shit in other places. They can hide drugs very easily and you can see when he's initially getting there and talking, when they all get out of their cars and they're doing that little promo and they're in there, you just see the way his eyes just start crossing the other way. And I knew from experience when I got into that messy shit the way my eyes looked. And that just makes me assume he's
All right.
doing something else.
So we got a question. What's up, Immortal Eyebrows? Do you think Natalie told Milan to wait? Who? What? Oh,
Milan to fight Milan?
Darrell. I don't think. I mean, I think
No, I don't think Natalie did that. I don't know where that came from because at the end of the episode, like this question is asking out of how the episode ended and how episode 2 is going to pick off. He just said, "I have one thing to say." Relly, I think that was bullshit. How you just jumped on them like that, and then he just throws a drink and they just start fighting. Do I think Natalie instigated that? No, I just think they're all trying to get their camera time.
No, I think they meant like behind the scenes. I don't think that
Yeah, behind the scenes.
she didn't specifically tell him to fight Darrell, but she even in the scene, like when they were all talking in the driveway and she was like, guys, calm down. Like, in the back of her mind, she was like, no, guys, don't calm down. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, around the same time, like we got 5 weeks of this to do, and then we're all doing this now. Like, there's so much more to show, and you guys got to five
Yeah.
fights
What's up,
on
James?
episode 1. But even though episode 2 is still night 1, and there's 5 more, so technically there is 10 fights on the first night.
Well, if you're counting 5 on the preview, then you're probably counting the cliffhanger, right? Is that one of the 5?
Yeah, but the cliffhanger is 6, and then that same night, that's when the one straight guy that's not Moolah fights 2 other people, so that's 7, 8, and what's the other? And then what's his face comes in at the end, and they start fighting the room like, "This is my room. No, this is my room. This is my room." That's how episode 2 is going to end. So that's going to be 9. But there's a 10th. There's a one I can't think of. There's another 5 fights coming the next episode on the first night.
So, Immortal Eyebrows is saying Milan and Natalie are best friends. She looked like she was over Darrell. I had heard from a different
I can
source.
see that.
I had heard from a different source that people, well, I guess it's Zeus. It's not even Natalie. Well, it might be Natalie. She's basically, I don't know. You know what I mean? But they were saying that they think Darrell is getting paid extra to do all this stuff.
That may be true, but at the same time, the way I seen his eyes get lowered to cross, it made me think otherwise. I feel like he's on some shit. Alcohol doesn't make your eyes do that. Alcohol doesn't make your eyes cross. Other
Maybe
shit does.
You don't think he could just be cross-eyed?
No, because he wasn't. He wasn't cross-eyed until.
He like moves his head so much when he talks. Like, you know.
Yeah, but I've seen it in his confessionals, and I seen him when he rolled up on his little his little thing rolled up dancing. It's like his eyes are not crossed until after they got to the house, and then the security had to put him down 3 different times, and then put him on the bus. That's when his eyes started to. Just as a recovering addict, I'm just saying from experience, from doing it myself, and from people around me doing it, that's what it looks like.
I see. Yeah,
It may not be true. That's just what I interpret.
You gotta say allegedly, because
Allegedly.
Tasha K got sued, so you know who that is?
No.
She's like a blogger. Who you guys?
Faves. I like Gutta. I really like Gutta.
Yeah, Gutta's.
I like Milan.
If you haven't listened to his music, listen to his music.
I haven't, so I'm excited for that. I like Milan, and I like the one that was with Gutta in the room about where he finally gave it off to him, but they were kind of flirty for a little bit. And even on the bus, he was saying, "It's none of my business what goes on in my bedroom. Are you there?" No, I like him.
So Anthony walking out means that he gave the room up?
What's that?
Oh, you're right. Anthony did say, "Come to my room to get it." I see. You're right. He did give it up.
Yeah. I like them 3. Of my least favorites, one's already gone. And that's Andrew. And least favorite, Dylan. I do not like Dylan. I would have loved to be on this season, so I could have fucked him up personally.
And I think
I do not like Dylan.
I think because if there's only 2 white guys, he should have had one guy be like the feminine white guy, and then one guy be like they could have picked the white guy. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
they made a smart choice by not showing him talk on any of the trailers, because as soon as he started talking, I'm like, you're still gay.
Yeah, because in the trailer, I only seen him just in the little fight with the bush, and that was it. That was his moment in the whole 3-minute trailer. I'm like, oh my god, is he out on episode 1?
Yeah, they need to pull a Elise with him.
Yeah.
Him and Darrell. I really don't like Darrell. Wait, hold on. We didn't even get to the least
Oh
favorite.
yeah, Relly. Don't like Relly either. So that's the fourth I don't like. So that's a three I
See,
like, and the four I don't. So that's
that's what I
seven.
don't like. It's like when the people that you like and don't like are friends with each other, and like, how could you be friends with each
Right.
other? Did you go through them all? Was that all
No,
yours?
there's like three. There's like three missing. Moolah, him. I think he has gay tendencies. I don't care.
No, you
The
think it's more?
way,
No, I
the
don't think.
way, the way he is so defensive about it more than anybody else. It's like, why are you so defensive, bro? Like, I don't know. I don't know him. I don't know if he goes around and fucking guys or has before, but he, out of the three straight guys on the season, he is the most, doing the most for me.
More than Carry On because he's the
Way
more
more.
right.
Way more.
So I earlier when we were talking about this, I mentioned that I thought the other guy was undercover gay too, but I was talking about Curtis.
Well, Curtis, he even said from jump, it's none of y'all business. It was out in my bedroom. They're not there.
But
He said that from the first 20 minutes of the show.
was it him, or are you sure that wasn't Moolah that said that?
Positive it wasn't Moolah that said that.
I,
Moolah was the one who took offense to um in the bus where he said, "Okay, so who in the bus would you want to fuck?" And he said, "Well, Moolah is the most like it was like
yeah,
Million said that about Moolah.
of
Said
course,
like
of
he
course.
looks like he bench presses 300 and like I'm a good looking man, but I kind of take offense to that." And then you cut to him in the trailer saying, with a house, a bunch of gay guys and two straight guys, ain't no dick, just straight pussy in his house. Like, shut up,
So
shut up.
I think in the little cast intros when Curtis was like, "Oh yeah, I always have girlfriends. I have multiple girlfriends. They're always fighting over me." I thought that was like overcompensating. Like, you,
Very,
you know what I'm saying?
very
So
much.
I thought, and then he seemed very quiet about everything, and I feel like he's quiet. Like he didn't jump in on the conversation with Carry On really.
Allegedly, someone said Gutta and Curtis might have stood behind the scenes. I don't think that is far out. I think that very could be true.
Exactly.
I I don't think that's I think that very well could be true.
I really truly believe Moolah is straight though. I feel like
I
he
do
definitely.
too, but at the same time, I've as the 30, I'll be 20. I'm 29. I'll be 30. As a pansexual male, I hooked up with more straight guys than I've hooked up with gay men, and straight guys, as in guys that claim they're straight. I've hooked up with more straight guys
Hold
than
on, wait.
almost gay
I
males
have
at this point.
I have a question
So
though.
I don't care
Did
what
Charlie hook up with straight guys, or did Bella Forte hook up with straight guys?
Charlie. Only Bella hooked up with one, and then it was getting so hot, I had to throw the wig off, and it was getting ridiculous. And
I
I'm gonna
got
say this right here, right now, and care. And then my mother took my sloppy seconds.
what?
I hooked up with one of my friends who is straight while I was in my drag persona, Bella Forte. Again, we was doing whatever, and all I can remember was taking my damn fucking hair off because it was so hot, whatever. And then, like, a month later at my apartment, he fucked my mom. Like, bruh.
That's first of all, why are you really? I mean, you're
Yeah,
right. Yeah, no, that's a cool story.
I mean, it's what it is. What I'm saying is, I've had my fair share of men, and it's not even more so. It's half and half that are hooked up with straight men and gay men. Men that claim they're straight. I have been there and done that with them.
So that's why you think that's what they all are?
Not all. I just think Mullah is overcompensating. He just won't stop about it.
Because he knows how Zeus is. And I feel like he felt like Zeus was gonna set him up. He knows the kind of show it is. He knows everyone there is gay.
So we got the point the first 3 times, and it's only episode 1, and like it's like going to continue.
No, that's the thing. And in the room, I feel like it was when Anthony and Gutta were in the room. Anthony was trying to make it a whole big thing about like gay versus straight. Like I feel like Anthony's doing too much.
Yeah,
I like Gutta. Like he, I don't know. Gutta is not looking for camera time, and that's what I like about Gutta. Like I feel like he's really doing the show to like really.
he is.
I mean,
And that's why when you're peeping at the premiere, when it came to the premiere for the with Zeus's network, everybody was looking for Gutta. Whereas Gutta, everybody wanted Gutta to be there. Gutta is already like coming off as the fan favorite.
He wasn't there.
He was there. He just showed up very, very late, and
Alright.
everybody was wanting him to be there. So good.
Anthony
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like
agree.
I feel like
I think Anthony is the instigator.
I expected Anthony and Relly to be friends. They act like to me. Are they not? I don't know if they are.
Coming off just this season and seeing the trailer, there's so many more fights to come, and it's just like, so obviously we're getting replacement from Andrew. What's his name that's coming in as for Andrew's replacement? The one that fights, say, "Oh, this is my room." Oh no, this is definitely my room, and then they fight. Who's that?
He's the one that did 6ix9ine's hair for the Trolls video.
No, but who he fights?
Oh, you're the one that was saying that you thought it was Milan. I guess we could pull it up. Should I pull it up?
I don't think it was. Yeah, we should pull up. I don't think it was Milan. They were just as big each other. I don't think it was Milan.
About to pull it up right now. I'm about to share my screen. Give me a second.
Darrell comes off as a tryhard, way past tryhard. It's ridiculous the way Relly is coming off. It's absolutely ridiculous to me how much Relly is coming off. Let's go into this trailer and see at the very end of the trailer. That's the fight. The very final 10 seconds.
Last time you said you couldn't see the video, right?
Not until I watched it back on YouTube.
So can you see?
That's just loading.
Can you see it now?
Yeah.
That's a bad boy.
Okay.
Is you mad, boy?
Now catch the last 15
Bad
seconds.
boy. Bad boy.
Rio. Exactly, Mortal. Yeah, Rio. That is next replacement. Yes. And that's who fights. But I'm trying to figure out who he's fighting.
You're not ready for this shit. Let this shit flow natural. Everybody having a
Who is Rio fighting
In
in this last 15 seconds?
Y'all better get. I'm a punch in her face. Turn off that camera.
Come right here.
They're not gonna jump you. I'm right here. They're not gonna jump you. Nobody gonna jump you.
I'm gonna show right here.
Like we're dying.
William, you've been leaking stuff. Am I lying?
I would never sleep with you. You too nasty. The quarantine, what you did was fine. That's the only thing.
This nigga yelling, I'll kill you. Nigga, I'm from 77th Hermitage, bitch. From motherfucking Chicago. It's up. Whenever I
Damn
see
boy.
Damn. I don't give a fuck. Hey, now, fucking me.
Well, what you want to do? 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 Huh?
There's no motherfucking security here. This gate is open.
I don't have time for this.
We'll show it. Fuck it.
You better suck your dick to get in the game, nigga. I was born out here, nigga. I like sucking dick. Straight pussy only. No dick.
You think that I'm a person?
The fact is that you keep calling us, or the fact is that you keep fighting for our life.
With your dad being Kirk Franklin, does he support your lifestyle?
Nobody gonna jump in.
Like we're dying.
William, you've been leaking stuff. there's been such a gap between me and my dad. I've experienced physical abuse. I've experienced verbal abuse. I'm here for you.
Nigga yelling, I'll kill you. Nigga, I'm from 77 to
All right, bad boy.
It's up. Whenever I see you.
Where my room is?
I don't give a fuck.
I already told you. What you tell me? This ain't your room. Oh, this is my room then.
What you already know. What you already know.
I'm being in my room.
We're rolling. Excuse me. It's not. It's not.
So as we get into Rio fights Jonathan. Jonathan.
Get the fuck
So
out of my
Rio's the
face.
replacement. He's fighting Jonathan. I'm about to get to this. As you guys see it in this trailer, I'm watching it myself up here. See? See Mulan? Mulan's got all that now. I got some problems with that.
Between me and my dad, I've experienced Alright, bad boy.
Okay, so it was Milan's room, but
It was not Mulan, it was Jonathan.
no, it was Jonathan that he was fighting. It was Milan that he was talking to about the room.
It's not. It's not.
See, he was talking to Milan in bed. Rio, I guess Rio's the one with the red hair.
Get the fuck out of my face. Somebody here,
You'll see it. Right here at the end. Right there. Wait, not yet. Was that it? There.
Right there, right there, right there.
Not who he was talking to. I'm saying that was they were fighting about the room, and Rio jumped in for Milan. So I think Rio and Milan are friends.
Okay, so Rio jumps in for Milan, but who is he just fighting in that last clip?
Yeah, he was fighting Jonathan, but I'm saying,
Well, that's what I was trying to get to.
yeah. I'm just saying he was fighting over the room with Milan, but then he fought like
Right.
with Rio because I guess Rio was defending.
So with this bad boys, what's your consent, bro?
I mean, I like it.
I'm ready for it. I'm ready for episode 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm here for it.
I think I don't know. I had read that there's gonna be more replacements than just
Well, we saw 12 in the promo.
and then even in this
Take Andrew out, 9. So 3 more would be 12. So 3 replacements.
what's in that picture?
What?
In the picture of the 12 people, Andrew was part of that.
Well, right here, there's the 10.
No, right here. Oh,
Yeah, that's not even that. There's other promos.
yeah, no. What are you talking about? This is the 10, and then Andrew leaves. No, so 10.
You know what I'm looking at is the fucking like Zeus Network. Who's your favorite bad boy? And it's 4, 8, 12. The 12 of them showing all 12.
So it's these 10, and then Jonathan and Rio.
Right. Okay. So Jonathan and Rio, that fight over the room, haven't even got there yet.
That's what I'm
What
saying.
room-
I feel like
What
someone,
room did they have?
the one that Milan and Anthony were fighting over,
That part. Yep. That's what it is.
because someone told Jonathan, "Oh, you know that Milan fought Anthony for this room," and then Jonathan was like, "Oh, well, I'm about to fight Milan for this room." I feel like that's exactly how it goes down. And I wonder if they come in at the same time, because why is
I
Jonathan?
wonder myself.
Is Rio the first replacement? Did he already have a room? I don't get it.
ST.
But I don't know, because I feel like there are a lot of seasons of Bad Girls Club, right? Where like when the new person came in, the whole show seemed like it changed, kind of. You know what I'm saying? Like
Definitely.
some seasons of Bad Girls Club felt like 5 different shows in one season, and so I wonder if it'll have that same kind of effect because baddies didn't have that.
Something that we have not talked about yet, or at least haven't gotten your taste on. What are you thinking about Joseline's Cabaret season fucking 3?
Well, I feel like I really wasn't into the last episode. Maybe because like I just want to get to the reunion already.
The last episode was just them doing part 2 of of the Cabaret with Capri and Raven. And then after that was the last episode, and then episode after that, which I guess you haven't seen, was when Chanel was not picked and Lexi Blow had the final pick and she chose to pick Black Diamond.
Let's be real. Even though on screen Ballistic said, "All right, Lexi, it's up to you," it was really like you gotta pick. Joseline said you gotta pick her. She was having Lexi do her dirty work.
Right, but guess what? Joseline smacks the shit out of her at the reunion. So was it worth it, baby?
So do you think they're gonna air the reunion?
I don't. At this point,
what do you mean?
The only reason I don't think they're going to air the reunion is not because of what Ballistic did to Amber, which I'm about to get into, because I would love to get into that. The fact of the matter is, they had no reunion. There was no them sitting down and talking. They all sat down and talked, and then immediately, K Capri and Lollipop fought. Directly after that, Joseline, Konakami back kicked Amber in the stomach, and then 10 minutes later, when Joseline was expecting it, Amber got up and popped Joseline and took her to the ground, and then that's what caused Ballistic to jump up and rip out her edges.
Allegedly.
And even before that, Black Diamond, Raven, and Joseline jumped Riri. They jumped Riri.
Wow.
Really?
I thought they were all friends since they were all in the Cabaret touring. Like, every Tuesday in March, they said, right? Like, are they not doing that anymore?
Oh, well, I don't know if you call it Lexi Blow's lie, but she said she's not touring. Riri's not touring. Lollipop's not touring. So I guess she has Jordan, Raven, and Black Diamond. If they do tour, because I don't think they're going to tour, because I don't think there's going to be any more Joseline's Cabaret after this.
No, there's gotta be. What are you talking about? If
Zeus Network made a statement about her. They're thoroughly reviewing Joseline's Cabaret, and they do not condone men attacking women.
But
why would they say that if
they're fighting
didn't happen?
Because they know what's being, because they haven't investigated fully.
If the reunion does air, it's not going to be much a reunion. It's just going to be a hot mess. Because they don't sit down and talk about anything. There's no point where they 6 sit down on this side, 7 sit down on this side, and they all get something to say. None of that doesn't happen. Just all fighting and messy and jumping. They don't talk about anything.
I don't know. I feel like like I am watching it for. I'm not even watching for the other girls. I'm totally for Joseline. Like, I don't know. I like her, even though she is crazy. When she said in her tweets were crazy, right? Did we already talk about this?
Oh, no, because her Twitter has been deleted, as well as her Instagram, because she's canceled.
She was talking about a Mortal Kombat 1 hoe.
Oh, yeah, that's her last statement before it got deleted. Her Twitter got deleted.
And then she was like, I want to see all you whores that belong to me. I'm like, what is she on?
You
Like,
guys are gonna work until you die for me. You're mine.
I want to see her act like that because I feel like she did that right after the reunion, right? Like when Amber was at the hospital doing her lives, that's when Joseline did those tweets. I feel like, right? Or am I getting the timeline mixed up?
Yes, 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 yes. Joseline's Cabaret season 3 did give me BGC 11 vibes. Why? Let me tell you why. From the very beginning, when it came to Gaia getting jumped, Black Diamond, Raven, Amber, right after her and Lexi Blow's fight, they had nothing to do with it, but they were all jumping on Gaia, smacking her, getting rid of her. Security was getting pissed off with them. It was Jocelyn season 3 was definitely giving me season 11 vibes. 1000%. It was jump a hoe, jump a hoe, jump a hoe. You have nothing to do with this fight, but you are smacking this girl. You are attacking this girl. And then it happened again. And then it happened again. And then it happened again. Raven and Black Diamond. But let me get to one point, quick.
If this were BGC, Raven and Diamond would have been kicked out by now.
Exactly. But it was just a comment that somebody left, and I 1000% vibe with it. But one thing I do have to say is, if you go back to the episode and turn your volume up, when Black Diamond dropped the N-word again, and Amber gave her the treatment and beat her ass, you hear, if you turn up the volume, you hear Jocelyn say to security, don't break it up, don't touch them, don't touch them, don't touch them. You hear Jocelyn saying to security to not break up the fight with Amber and Black Diamond, to let it go. She said what she said, and now she has to lie in it. Don't touch them, don't touch them. So she let that go. And then, after that, fucking she, well, before that, the last episode, right in front of Jocelyn, it was Jocelyn, Black Diamond, and Amber. And Black Diamond said to Amber like 3 times, called her the N-word and said the N-word, and didn't say anything about it. There was nothing to it. And then the next episode, that's where it all came about, and that happened. So I do kind of, even though I do not like Black Diamond, I do not like Raven, I do understand where they said if you have a problem with it, why didn't you address it immediately? Address it in that situation, because she did.
Because her arm broke and they were both in their towels, and I feel like Amber was being respectful right there, even though she shouldn't have been. But, she knows her arm. It wouldn't have been a fair fight.
Fuck her arm. Fuck you, bitch. I'm so glad Amber got her to the ground and pinned her 4 or 5 times right in the face, boom, 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 boom. And Jocelyn says, security, don't break it up, don't break it up, don't touch them, don't touch them. And then Jocelyn stood in front of Raven, and you hear Raven say, turn up your volume. Raven said, come on, Jocelyn, this is bullshit, this is bullshit. And then cut to their interviews. Jocelyn says, you just let your best friend get beat up. And you didn't even jump in. Jocelyn, you stood right in front of Raven and did not allow her to jump in. Good, I'm glad. But it's just what are you talking about, bitch? You guys have to watch the episode back. Turn up your volumes. You'll hear Jocelyn say to security, don't break it up, don't touch them, when Amber is giving Black Diamond the treatment she deserved. She also was standing in front of Raven, not allowing her to jump in.
They also had people standing in front of Raven when she attacked Ms. Wet Wet. So how come she didn't run through security, run through Jocelyn, just like she did with Ms. Wet Wet?
I guess because they weren't in the kitchen. They were in a whole bar, the Cabaret, and up and down, and there was 2 security guards there. But at the same time, I think Jocelyn picks and chooses the route she wants to go, and she knows how to make good TV. I was so happy for Joseline when she was performing, and even though her voice sounded a hot ass mess to her own songs, she was not even singing them, she was speaking the words. She was still getting it, and the crowd was living for her, and I was happy for her. And guess what? Allegedly, Ballistic, yo mans, ruins your career. There's not much coming back from this. There's not. I am safe to say I will bet 2 grand there will not be a season 4.
You said this in the last one.
I'm not saying there might not be a reunion. There may or may not be a reunion, but there sure won't be a season 4. They may show a part 1 of reunion and try to add everything in there, even though there wasn't a reunion at all. It was just all fighting. But no.
I don't know. I don't want to see
Oh, my girl Judy just made a post.
What'd she say?
I just made a post. My reunion airs out on IoT TV stream. Some. Answer my DM, girl.
Just send her the link.
I miss her links. And that's why she was on it so much, because she was watching our things. And
No,
she was living for it.
StreamYard link. I'm sure she's used StreamYard before.
Yeah, I sent her it. She'd live for it.
So just send her the StreamYard link.
Right now?
Yeah.
How do I do that?
It's that same one you type, VKW4EE. Who do you guys think will run the Bad Boys Clubhouse?
Not Moolah. Not Moolah. And not Moolah. Even though he thinks.
Why do you hate Moolah? I feel like you're not. I don't know. Why do you hate him?
I'm not vibing with him. It's just like he's so there. Even the other straight guy with Kieran, even though he fights 2 or 3 people next episode, because he jumps into that fight with Milan and Moolah, and then he gets them 2 other people, even from Anthony too as well. And who's the other person? It's like he fights 3 people in that same rotation, and I just feel like it's the Bad Boys Club. You know what you signed up for, and even though you are straight, and he very well may be, he's overcompensating for it every time he speaks. It's like he's defending being straight. Like, we didn't get that from the first 5 seconds he was on the screen.
It's because that's the drama that it has been assigned to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the conversation that they're all having with him.
Well, why didn't I wish that Mulan gets the treatment that Kirion gets next episode, because 3 guys get him. I agree. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
To me,
Mulan is a homophobic flop. Yes, he is.
To me, I like
Period.
Because
Period.
Hold on. So
he is.
The reason I like Moolah, I mean, he might be homophobic. I can't say. I just feel like he's also on the show not really. I feel like he's not a Natalie. I feel like that's what it is. They're all trying to be Natalie. I don't think he's trying to be a Natalie.
He's trying to be something else, and I'm not liking what he's trying to be.
He seems like a normal guy. That, of course, that's how you're gonna react if
all I'm saying is, in the trailer, when you see in the bowling alley, somebody gets slammed and beat down, I just hope it's him that gets slammed down the bowling alley and gets his ass beat. I just want him to get his ass beat.
Do you think we saw the fight where the cops show up? What fight was that?
They were coming up the steps, so I think it was upstairs. So it could possibly be the fight we were talking about earlier with Rio and Jonathan.
I don't know. I hope he's not just there for an episode.
I 1000% agree that Moolah is a homophobic flop.
But I don't know. I feel like he's definitely not going to run the house because he's not gay. Like,
Hell no.
About that, I feel like I hope Relly isn't in there, but I really feel like
Relly's a hot mess. He needs to go to rehab.
I feel like Gutta and Jonathan and Milan are going to run the house.
I agree. Between those three, all I know is from watching Zeus T and Zeus Network when they went live for the premiere party, every comment was, "Where's Gutta? Where's Gutta? Where's Gutta? Where's Gutta?" Everyone likes Gutta. I like Gutta.
I'm trying to figure out about this picture, though. Can you guys see it? So, 2 out of the 3 that I mentioned are here, and then there's Anthony. Anthony is really kind of annoying. I hope he's not one of the people that run the house. I hope this picture isn't like a clue of who runs the house. You know what I mean?
Anthony is taking his glasses off because we can't even see his eyes. So it's just like his glasses. Like, he needs to take them off. Like, I can't even see his face. He hasn't took his shades off since he's been in the opening with their promo. To the shit back with Andrew, then on the bus, then back to the house, in the house, and he even fights Milan a little bit. He still has his shades on. I haven't even seen his face.
Exactly. I don't know. He just seems like I don't like. That's what I'm saying. Even though Gutta has like the long hair that he wears, you know what I'm saying, like dresses and shit like that, like girls' clothing, I feel like Anthony is still gayer than him.
Agreed.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like Anthony's doing too much. He knows that he was just getting into that.
Even so, going back to that, Anthony was up Andrew's ass saying, "You're my sister, you're my sister." And no, sit down, don't fight them, don't worry about them. And then he was gone, and then it was just like, oh, you remember call that?
I missed all that.
That was after they did their promos, came out the cars, and they're black, and then they got to the first thing where Dylan and William was on each other's side, going at Andrew, and everybody's going against Andrew, and that's when that happened.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what really started the whole Andrew thing. Like, they never really said what started it, right?
He just ran his mouth, and he knew he's seen Bad Girls Club at least 1 through season 17, 1 or 2 of the seasons, and it doesn't work like that. And at some point, you're going to get some licks in from somebody. And I don't think he was about that life.
He didn't know what the show was?
No, I think he knew what the show was, and that's why he took his tail and left. Because he knew what was going to come. Because he hadn't gone to the house yet, and then the whole cast was after him.
No, but I'm saying, why would they be after him? Because he was talking
because
shit.
he brought that to himself. He was going against quite a few people. No. Everyone was saying how he was coming off to all of them and had something to say about almost everyone.
So what made him say that? That's what I want to know.
What made him say what?
He was just talking shit about everyone. What made him start that? Andrew.
We could make a guest appearance every week.
Oh yeah, no. I definitely subscribed to him. I even joined the Discord. Shout out to Evner Entertainment. That was I don't know how long you've been watching. I mentioned like I saw something else from a different source.
Yeah.
His interviews that I was talking about that. So yeah, he's awesome.
Oh, so I'll make guest appearance with now. So it's like, here we go. You can always pop up on here.
And shout out to Safian too, because Safian was the guest on Evner Entertainment on Sunday or yesterday.
Yeah, we always love people popping up and jumping on here and saying what they got to say.
But yeah, no, you're welcome to call in too. I didn't realize I didn't have the little ticker.
That's what I'm saying. You can come up on here and say what you got to say now.
Yeah, that's what I mean. No, he was telling me that I should.
Yeah, for his, yeah. I
All
gotta
right.
see that now.
Oh wait, no, I didn't put it on. All right, so the link is up. So if you want to jump in, definitely feel free to jump in. His other guess was too negative. Oh, you didn't. I see. I mean, he has more tea. Like I said, he had apparently interviewed Henny, so he knows a little bit more behind the scenes stuff.
Right.
So I don't know. I feel like everyone. I feel like people are definitely. I don't know. They're not gonna tell you the whole story, right? Zeus is definitely. I don't know. I don't even know what to say. I'm confused right now. I just lost my train. But yeah, no. Jonathan is gonna run the house. I feel like he's probably the richest one out of all of them. Well, I don't know what Milan does.
Milan's trying.
Well, yeah, I feel like Jonathan is the richest one, so he's probably gonna run the house.
I mean, we've seen how the episode left off, how he confronts Relly about jumping in on Dylan and William's fight. Throws his drink, and they start fighting. So that's how episode 2 is gonna start.
And here's the thing about that too. It's like you're mad because you felt like Relly was jumping in, blah blah blah, like doing too much. But at the same time, it's like, well, I don't know. I guess Dylan wasn't jumping in, but I feel like he should have been mad at Dylan too for kind of being a bully to William in the bus. So how come you're not mad at him too?
Yeah, agreed. It's just like.
But at the same time, I think I read somewhere too that, or I think it might have been just you. Was it you, Immortal? You were saying that Milan is like best friends with Natalie. Yeah, they're best friends. So of course he's gonna. He's also, and that's the thing. I like Milan, even though he kind of is a Natalie, but I feel like I like him because he's. I feel like I don't know. Never mind. I feel like I like him because he's too super gay. Like.
Well, let me jump back to Jocelyn's Cabaret for a second.
All right, you want to jump back to that?
Yeah, I do. What's your stance on that? Because everything I'm getting from you is like alleged.
So my stance on that is, yeah, you definitely can't say that Ballistic ruined the show, blah, blah, blah. First of all, shout out to Ballistic because I know he put his hands on a woman or whatever, but that was like his instinct because he wanted to protect Joseline so bad. Like, everyone should be so lucky to have a Ballistic to their Joseline. But at the same time, I'm only saying that because we don't know the facts. I'm speaking as if everyone might be wrong because they released saying that everything was false. I think there may have been a misunderstanding. I feel like Ballistic might have accidentally snatched Amber's wig by accident because he was going to grab Joseline and maybe he just got the wig and the cameras got it wrong and Amber's trying to capitalize on that. But I'm also not trying to make light of, like, women getting beat by men.
Absolutely. But I see your point if only Amber was saying that. But 9 out of the 12 cast members confirmed it.
No, I mean, I'm not saying that she didn't get hit, but she got hit because he was trying to. He hit. It was like a ricochet.
Sit your big ballistic ass the fuck down. These are fucking women. Trying to protect their women. Jocelyn can handle her fucking own because she had no problem kicking Ree while she was getting jumped. She had no problem slapping Lexi Blow. The only problem, and she had no problem kicking Amber in the stomach, but because Amber, I think Amber did sneak her and popped her and dropped her. That's where he has a problem. And now you gotta protect your woman. It's not like Wendy Williams when her husband was trying to protect her when she was coming out of the studio, and then 3 girls, I can't remember what the 3 girls group name was, and they wanted to jump her, and her husband came out and was protecting Wendy against them. That's protection against your women. But because your girl just got dropped when she well and deserved to, you accidentally ripped her edges out?
And they were also
No,
talking about broken ribs. Is that
no.
Joseline, the broken ribs?
Yeah, that was from Jocelyn's kick.
Okay, yeah. So at least he didn't like you know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of man really goes for a wig? Like, I don't think he was going for the wig.
Well, I mean, he wasn't gonna pop her. I mean, if he did, that's even worse. But he still
He's not
put his hands on her.
pulling hair. Like, that's not. It was just a. I don't know. Well, we don't know. So I feel like, why are you getting all?
We don't know. Only I can go on is the 8 other girls that were there, their perspective, and not one of their stories deflected or changed. All of them said the same thing. All 8 of them.
I know, because at the end of the day, yeah, it was Ballistic's hand that made contact with Amber's head. You know what I'm saying?
And she would have got to God, what's her name from last season? I love her. Oh my god, she has her own shit going on right now.
Big Lex.
Big Lex. If he could have got to Big Lex, he would have. Because they tried.
Yeah, no,
but they ended that out too.
I felt that way in the last reunion too. I'm like, why is he arguing with these girls even like that? So you're right. If you could argue with a girl,
Who said TLC?
Oh, that's who it was. I see.
TLC?
With Wendy Williams? Is that what you're talking about?
No. I was talking about the 3-girl group that was going after Wendy. It wasn't TLC. They were called something else. It was a 3-girl group. It wasn't TLC. Or was it TLC before they blew up until they changed their name?
Her name was always TLC. Was it 3 letters? Because there's also SWV.
No, it started with a B. Their name started with a B.
Black. Left Eye's group that she created.
I feel like if I exit it out. Oh my god, where's my remote?
You want me to check it real quick? What am I searching?
Yeah, yes.
3-girl group that
tried to jump Wendy outside of her studio, and so her husband Kenny jumped in and picked Wendy up and said, "You ain't gonna shit to her. You ain't gonna shit to her. Gotta come to me first."
Oh,
TLC. It wasn't Left Eye and all them. TLC.
It was Total.
Total.
What about you? What about me?
Yeah. It was
Wait.
them 3 girls. It wasn't Left Eye, and it wasn't
Total, help me sing. I know that song. I don't know what
those 3 girls. And then he did what he had to do to protect his woman. He picked her up, her in the car, says if you wouldn't get to her, you gotta go it through me. And then they left. Ballistic, on the other hand, we've seen season 2 we did with Big Lex, and now allegedly what happened with season 3. It just only makes this perfect sense. I'm sorry. There's
So say you have a fiance, right? You have a fiance, and there's a girl.
My fiance slapped one of her cast members, jumped in when she was already on the ground, getting beat up by 2 girls, and kicked her too. And then my fiance kicked a 3rd girl in her cast in the stomach, and now she finally got popped. Now I'm mad. My fiance made her bed, lay in it, bitch.
I mean, let's be real. You know that if he didn't do that, Joseline would have beat him up after the reunion.
No, Joseline's mad as fuck at him because he's getting her canceled. Twitter and Instagram deleted her because they want nothing to do with her. Zeus had to put out a statement about it, and then they also made out a detailed statement at the Bad Boys reunion about Joseline's Cabaret, which makes me even more think the reunion's not even going to air. But I know for a fact there will be no more Jocelyn's Cabaret on Zeus Network. And period.
Are you sure that Joseline didn't delete her Instagram?
Positive.
Why would
she was mad about it.
Why would they keep Ballistics page up?
He's not saying anything.
Oh, you're right. He's not. But it's all because of him.
It is, but it's going back on Joseline. And that's why I'm saying why she's could be mad and should be mad. I mean, I don't know. Good question. Who do I think will be on Baddies Season 2? I think Jayla. And most of all, the way I'm hearing about Baddies Season 2 is that they're going on the route of like Sydney Starr, also who I heard is going to be on Season 2 again. It's going to be more so half girls from Bad Girls Club and then other half of girls who are Instagram famous, mainstream famous, not exactly from Bad Girls Club.
I also recently saw they did some picture and Jayla and Natalie were with Persuasion, so I think Persuasion might also.
I think also I also agree with Persuasion, especially because of Persuasion's beef with Red. Even more of a reason why she would put her on there.
I see. I didn't realize that.
Oh, they have big beef because Persuasion lived with Little Bit and Red. Little Bit and Red watched her child while she went out and did what she had to do, and something happened with saying Red and Little Bit about Persuasion's baby daddy and watching her child, and then now they are going through a big beef. So I definitely see her being casted. What fans want to see? They want to see, Jasmine and what's her sister?
Jamie.
Yeah, they want to see one of them two, or if not both. People want to see Erica. People want to see Reb. That's not going to happen. Sarah's not going to be on it. Judy's not going to be on it. Christina's not going to be on it. Rocky may or may not. I can't tell if her and Natalie are doing this for like reviews and this. I don't think Winter's going to be. I'll tell you who else is not going to be. Who?
I don't even know who that is. I've heard the name before, but I guess from Blueface Girls Club. But was she famous before Blueface?
That makes sense. Austin Alley was in the car with from Blueface.
I also feel like Natalie was a guest on One More Chance because she wanted to like pick out girls to join Baddies. I feel like that's secretly why she was there.
Yeah.
You think that's a possibility?
I do. But you can't deny, I mean, they didn't get to like the 10K views, but Blueface did do different things, and there was a Bad Boys Club even after, not even from Blueface. There was a Bad Boys Club that was on YouTube, and I think one or two people actually in this cast was on the original Bad Boys Club that was on YouTube.
I didn't watch that one. I thought that was like a parody.
It wasn't a parody. They went 3 seasons, and it was a trash bop. But I think it was like Rocky, not Rocky from BGC, but Rocky from the Bad Boys Club on the YouTube. That's what's on there. But I guess that never came about, so probably not.
I don't know. Like people like to act like Zeus isn't a real network because it's an app, but they are like they're a real like. You see all these like Big Lex's show. She's trying to make it look like a real show, but it doesn't look like a Zeus show. A Zeus show looks like
they don't. But at the same time, I'm having a hard time subscribing to that network or whatever it's on to be able to watch it. All I can see is the YouTube clips.
Exactly. So I don't even. Yeah, no one's subscribing to that. Like,
right?
Zeus is real. Like, let's stop acting like they're not.
They're not, and they are very real. But I can wholeheartedly say there won't be any more Joseline's Cabaret on Zeus Network.
Oh my god, that's why. This is way too early. They need at least 10 seasons of Joseline's Cabaret.
They should have. And I agree. I love Joseline's Cabaret. I love it. But after this and the statement they made, and her being removed from Twitter and Instagram, I only hope they give us just a part 1 of a reunion and show us something. I hope we even get that.
Even though this last episode of Joseline's Cabaret wasn't the last episode, right?
No, the finale's next week.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So, is there usually a break?
No, the reunion goes right after. That's why they even shoot the reunion like a week before, and then it comes on. They shot the reunion 2-3 weeks before even the finale, which is like, damn, okay.
So we're definitely gonna know if they're gonna air it like 2 weeks.
We should know at the end of next week, after the finale airs. We should get something.
They gotta do it.
Know.
Zeus, come on, you gotta do it. You're the real news network. How could you you know what I mean? That's your whole thing, right? Like, you're real, you're raw, you're unscripted, you're unedited. You gotta release it. It's your brand.
It is. And it's just like, bruh.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna say right now, I can't say that with Bad Boys. Look, as soon as Bad Boys is done, I'm turning off my subscription. If you don't air
I think I'm gonna wait for Baddies and see how that goes, and then I'll do it.
Yeah, they're gonna be smart about it. They're gonna release,
because I don't think there's gonna be a One More Chance season 3 either.
I don't know. I'm not into that like that. Like, I thought I would like it a lot more than I did.
I loved it, bro. I love One More Chance.
First of all, Chance seems kind of like low key, like he's gay.
As somebody who I said earlier in this stream, who has been with more straight guys than gay men, I definitely see that. I do.
But
I don't think Skittles was talking shit. But at the same time, why wouldn't they show the clip that she had?
I didn't see the reunion yet. Keep it in mind. But you said there are a lot more fights on the reunion than during the season.
The reunion was nothing but fights. There was at least 9 fights on the reunion.
So 3 per
They
episode.
fought as they got into the parking lot. They fought in the bathroom. They went 3 rounds, 6 rounds on stage. It was crazy.
Well, I'm excited to see that, but so far the last couple episodes have been kind of boring.
Some episodes are definitely boring for sure. But even getting to Baddies season 2, what about Roly Poly? What about Yodela? Like,
I don't like Roly Poly.
I love Roly Poly.
Why?
Because I know what she's been through, and the way she came at Capri with having inner demons, and the way you feel about things, and the way that she's taking being called E.J. Johnson and a man and all this, which is clearly not. And up until the last episode, every episode of Capri was nothing but yelling and screaming and acting a complete fool. Until she got on the Cabaret, and then we got to see a different side of her. A normal, regular, decent side of her. And it's just like, is it the edit, or is it these girls?
Allegedly, they said the person Chance was sleeping with in the video was Sydney Starr. So does this happen at the reunion, or did I miss that on the show?
Now that's a big allegedly, but that wouldn't shock me. Because I don't think Chance is gay, but I think he is very much bisexual.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I mean. Like,
yeah. Allegedly, they said the person that she was sleeping with the video was Sydney Starr. I think that would have came about.
What do you think about Lemmy?
Remy?
Lemmy.
Lemmy?
Lemon Pepper. The CEO of Zeus. Lamel Plummer. I don't know. How to say.
Oh, okay. His girlfriend?
No, the CEO of Zeus.
Oh, Lemmy. When I think about him,
I always thought he was gay, but then all that shit with Christina.
he was married with a hot ass woman, but guess what? When I was 14 to 21, I was dating the hottest and cutest fucking girls, and I knew my sexuality.
By the way, if you want to join the stream, the link is down below.
Yeah,
You're right.
y'all can jump on this stream. We would love to see our opinions. But Lemmy, I from 14 to 21, I'll be 30. I was with hot ass girls, but I was also bisexual, and I didn't really put that out there like that, but I was. No, I came out when I was like 16. That's a lie. But Lemmy, I don't know. He's cut from a different cloth, I guess. Like,
I feel like he's just like one of those rich guys that just like I don't know.
I don't think he's as questionable to me. Moolah is more questionable than Lemmy.
Really?
Period.
I don't know. I feel like
Lemmy doesn't have to go around 5 times an hour to say, I'm straight. Oh, I take offense at this. I take offense at that. Oh, I only want straight dick. I only want straight pussy. No dick. Like, boy, shut up.
look at what
Shut up.
Look at what they did with Judy. They roomed her with someone that basically like is that
What
molesting?
did they? Judy is my everything. I am Judy's #1 fan, please. I'm her #1 fan. #1.
Oh yeah, first of all, also shout out to Amanda Bynes. I think she's doing her court date this week.
That's where that came from. #1 fan, please. I was doing a Penelope from Amanda show. You called that.
Exactly. I love Amanda
You
Bynes.
called that. I love Judy, but when the camera stopped rolling, I was told from a very reliable source they were cool. They were fine. It wasn't until the camera started rolling that Sydney wanted her moment. And even though they didn't physically harm each other, the drinks are throwing, banging on the doors, and yelling. It's camera time. It's Sydney is finally on the Bad Girls Club. Judy stopping Sydney from being a replacement on season 9. Bullshit, girl. Shut up.
Okay, but saying for Judy to say that Sydney Starr showed her penis, that's a little like, and that wasn't even
It is.
that was on IG.
That's too much.
So I'm saying, so if Zeus could do that to Judy, don't you think they would try to pull some shit with one of the gay guys and Moolah? Like, I think he was just like telling the cast, like, hey, we're getting in this house. Yeah, I'm living with you guys, but like,
The first time, maybe. The second time, perhaps. The third, the fourth, and the fifth, I heard enough. Shut up. We fucking get it. Or do we not? He won't stop saying it, and it was the first episode.
Oh, but you don't know why he brings it up in the next episode. So who do you think is the best fighter?
Dylan, hands down. Just kidding. The fuck? I'm gonna beat his ass when I do catch him, if he is on season 2, or on the red carpet or whatever. I just have so much disrespect for a little 22-year-old bitch like that who wanted nothing but camera time. He wanted to fight him on the bus and throw a bag on him and then get off the bus and say, oh, you wanted to fight me. No, you said to fight. No, and no. No, and no. And then your ass wouldn't even come across the gate, even though you had the security and Natalie and Milan and everybody say nobody's going to touch you because they got a scratch from, I think, Relly's nail or the bush.
It was definitely the bush.
It looked like a scratch on his long nails, honestly.
Now that I watched that super trailer again, I feel like Rio is going to be like one of the best fighters That fight with Jonathan looked brutal, and I'm not sure if it was.
Right, I agree. Also, I want to catch in the trailer where somebody gets dropped in the middle of the bowling alley, and then also in the trailer where somebody's on the ground and they get straight popped while they're on the ground, like an uppercut while they're on the ground, and then also the fight that's going to happen over this room.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm excited to see. All I know is a lot of them were. So it reminded me. You remember that episode of The Simpsons when Bart was like, "I'm just gonna do this, and if you get hit, that's on you." That's what it reminded me of. All their fights.
But Jonathan won against Rio.
Oh, did he? I get. Well, I don't know. Yeah, that. I mean, they didn't really show a lot, but
I seen a little bit in the trailer, but
Rio
sometimes when they
was.
show in the trailers, it's only a little hint. But when you're a super fan like me, you go back and watch it and pause it and unplay it and pause it and play it and unpause it, and you see every swing and who's getting it, and somebody was definitely getting the best of the other. It wasn't even. So I guess I can agree with that.
Multiple times. I don't like go back. Rio dreads.
His dreads were on the floor.
So
yes, they were.
So
there was red dreads all on the floor.
Yeah, that fight he did have the red dreads, but then also there was another scene where there was another guy with like a red, kind of looked like a mohawk almost, right?
Wasn't Gutter.
So who was that? It was like he was like a bigger guy. It definitely wasn't Gutter, and it didn't look like Rio.
All I know is we've seen how him and Gutter was in the room, and we've seen how he was on the bus saying, "It's none of y'all business who was in my bedroom." It's
Hold on. Keep talking.
It's just the way I feel about that. It's just like, damn. Like, I don't know. It's only episode 1, and I'm ready for this season. I just have so much disrespect for Relly and Dylan. Relly, I think, is on, as a recovering addict, I think Relly is on some other shit. I think he's on some drugs. And Dylan just is all mouth, because I guess thought nothing was going to go down like that. And so it did go down. And then he's just a little bitch. Dylan's a little bitch.
Is Dylan the youngest one?
Dylan, yeah, is 22.
Yeah, so I don't know. I guess you could just blame him.
Far by the youngest, with I think Milan, he's 36, and then it's like all in their late 20s, early 30s. Besides William the Baddest, I heard some of his music. I thought Sydney was gonna have a verse in that song, but I never seen it. I guess she was just in the video.
Oh, I thought they had a song together. They don't?
I think she was just in the video, because I never heard her verse or seen anything.
And then he says that he's the only white gay rapper. There's plenty of white gay.
Only white gay rapper, the thickest white male in the game. West Coast represent. No, you're not the only one. You're just the only one that's on Zeus Network and on a reality show.
Have you heard of Lil Fag?
No.
P-A-G? I like him. He had a song with Rico Nasty. You know who Rico Nasty is?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so I mean, there's at least one other white gay guy. He's a singer? I didn't even know that.
Really?
I assumed it was Matt Cash.
I actually need to look up after this who does the intro for Bad Boys Club, because I think they should have kept it from like Bad Boys Some Cops, the theme song. That would have been almost better a little bit. Even what they had in the intro was better. It just, what the actual theme song came about, I just wasn't very happy with.
So I don't know. Maybe I just watched the trailers too much, but I feel like I thought they used that same song for a Baddies trailer, and I went back and it's not that. So
It's not.
So
I
they're
didn't
like,
know that. Okay, so he does.
yeah. So I don't know if it is him. We'll see at the reunion. You know, they gotta have him perform as they bring the cast out, right?
A reunion for the Bad Boys Club. The way episode 1 went, episode 2 is 5 more fights, a total of 10 fights on the first night. I can only imagine the reunion.
I don't know. I definitely feel like I could totally be on the show. Come on,
After
Zeus.
watching episode 1, I definitely think I could have.
Yeah, come on, Zeus. You need to cast like regular people.
I mean,
I
that's what Bad Girls Club did. So if they're going off that,
mean, that. Well, that's the thing. I feel like some of them kind of are like regular people, right? Like,
some.
I hope Moolah gets the Julie treatment. No, I hope Relly gets the Julie treatment.
Nope. Immortal, I agree with you 3,000%. I hope Mulan gets the Jolie treatment. He deserves a Jolie treatment. I do not fucks with him. I don't like him. 5 times in episode 1 of him defending how straight he was just reminds me of all the guys at the parties that I seen that I was with in the scene that would defend how straight they were, but at the end of the night, whose bed they were in. Mine. Bullshit. I don't fuck with him. And he deserves to get his ass beat. If
So,
not the reunion this season, but in the trailer, I don't see him getting it.
So how come he reminds you of those guys, yet you don't like him, but you obviously like those guys?
I didn't necessarily like those guys. At those times, I was my addiction, very much just doing shit I shouldn't have been doing. I'm just very drunk. And, I told you about like a time with my mom got my sloppy seconds coming off my drag persona, Bella Forte. It was just like, I didn't like these guys. No, my thing is, I'm not trying to be like a James Charles, but there's just something about me that more flocks toward guys that claim to be straight or act straight or, more so than it's not that I am pansexual, so I don't not like gay men, but sometimes I vibe more with guys who carry themselves as like men and straight than like people like Gutta. I couldn't get with somebody like Gutta.
Why not? He's more masculine than a lot of them.
I mean, maybe so, but at the same time, he's very feminine. And I personally don't attract to more feminine men. I'm more attracted to more masculine men.
You know how like female rappers, well, some female not like the twerk rappers, the female rappers that like are kind of masculine. That's like that's how he is. I feel like so he still is masculine, but it's like that female masculine. I don't know.
I'm just saying, at the end of the day, I hope Moolah gets a Julie treatment at the reunion, because obviously in the trailer, it's not happening. We don't see him fighting really at all.
So I know that they said some people didn't show up to the premiere. Do you think they're also not going to show up to the reunion?
Possibly.
I think they said Dylan didn't show up, right?
Well, I mean, Gaia, and who else for Cabaret was never going to show up to the reunion, showed up. And they were speaking on Instagram and all their platforms about how they're not going to be at the reunion. We're at the reunion. So I guess it all depends on that paycheck.
Oh, true. And also, I feel like Gaia came because I feel like that's the one Joseline was talking about.
I do. I think if they don't, and it's not something that shows up on the season, I don't know. From the first episode, I don't know. There was something with Gutta and Carry On. I definitely think there's something going on between them. He wasn't like I don't know. It's just like, wow. That's a really good question. I think they might. I think they could. They very well could. It wouldn't shock me. Not at all. I like Kirion. I have respect for Kirion. Mullah, no, I don't. I don't. I don't. I need to get you up in this broadcast, Mr. More Eyebrows. I need to get you up in this broadcast. But I very well, I could see that. I definitely could see that, especially after the little sneak we got in this first episode. Definitely. But let's keep the questions coming in because I would love to see what you guys are thinking and to answer any questions you guys have because I feel like I feel the same way on half of these questions and I want to get into it. Would love to get into it. Well, the reunion. I do definitely hear more like his. I just want more like his ass beat. I
All right.
do. What's T?
So what did I miss?
Oh no, just me and one of our viewers was just asking about Gutta and Kirion hooking up this season, and just from the little thing we saw episode 1 with them a little flirty, and then Gutta gave the room to him. Where it's just like even on the bus he was saying, "And it's none of your business." Like I think I don't know. I think as the season progresses, we're going to see more and more of him, and then I could better answer that question.
Yeah, I feel like when they were asking him about that, and he was like, "Would it be fair to say you slept with a guy or whatever?"
Yeah.
What he was really trying to say was he only sleeps with like trans or something. I don't know.
But what's that mean?
So that I feel like he feels
As a pansexual person,
Gutta.
You know the difference between bisexual and pansexual, right?
So I was always I'm not really clear, to be 100% honest. I was under the impression that pansexual also like trans.
Okay. So bisexual is when you like men and women. Pansexual is when you like men, women, trans women. It doesn't matter what you were born with or who you are. You like them for who they are. So as long as it's not an animal, we're not going bestiality. Pansexual is like you like humans for who they are. As bisexual is just men and women. Bisexual doesn't cross the line of trans men and trans women. And that's the difference between bisexual and pansexual. So I'm pansexual. So, and then that's another thing. My best friend, I wanted her to watch Bad Boys LA with me so bad. But on the first episode, they asked Gutto on the bus, it's like, so what do you do? What do you identify as? Are you a bad boy? Are you a bad girl? Are you trans? It's like, no, we gotta get that tranny shit out of here. I didn't like that, and I know my best friend isn't gonna like that, and she probably won't want to watch the show because of that.
Who had said that?
Gutta.
Oh,
we gotta get that tranny shit out of here. I'm who I am.
He meant it like he didn't mean it like he wanted to get trannies out. He meant don't mistake him.
I know what he meant. I just hope maybe when she watches episode with me, she sees it that way and doesn't not want to watch it anymore. Because she watched Baddies with me until it came to Judy and Sydney. And because of Judy and Sydney's beef, she hates Judy now when she used to love Judy, and she knows how I feel about Judy, but then she
Is,
didn't watch the rest of the season with me
so,
because of their beef.
is your friend LGBTQ?
Yes, she's trans.
Oh, wait. She's trans?
Yes, my best friend's trans.
Of course,
So
you'd be mad at that. Like, but, you know, even like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like,
she used to love Judy. She used to praise her as much as I did until Baddies. And the way Judy came at Sydney for what the cameras showed. Now she doesn't like Judy anymore.
all
And I
of
feel like when we go to watch episode 1 of Bad Boys and she hears gotta say, now we gotta get that tranny shit out of here.
I
She's gonna
feel like
okay.
all LGBT supports Judy. I can't believe your friend doesn't. And that's crazy.
And another thing, let me just say, because if this video does go viral, go in certain ways, I want to say something about Miss Tierra from season 7. Okay, to accuse Judy of being on drugs and all that shit, and the conversations that me and Judy have, and Judy knows where I'm at. Like, she can smoke weed, she can do a little this and all that. Does not make you a drug addict. So to say that Judy was on drugs just really pissed me off and put me in a different way with her, because I really liked Sierra. I really liked her. And I didn't like how that came off. And Judy knows her core, she knows her fans, she knows her where she's at. She knows where I'm at. We've had conversations. And no, Judy's not on drugs. So to say that just really pissed me off. Just let me add that throughout there while we're getting to that. Because they're talking about baddies in there.
Yeah, I know they're friends now, but
Right. Again, for the 4th or 5th time. Because I just seen Tierra, her daughters, YouTubed her and found her videos of her on Bad Girls Club, and she's like, "Oh, you guys remember Judy?" And she's like, "Yeah, we know Judy because they're friends." Like,
but I mean, like, you can't even be mad at Tiara for saying that, because Judy talks about it in her songs all the time.
she talks about what in her songs?
Being on, like, I don't know.
No, say it.
Henny, please. Henny, please. As a Rudolph knows, smoking Christmas trees.
Judy has been very open about smoking weed.
But the song's called Henny and Coke.
Okay, well, Nikki constantly raps about that.
And people say she's on drugs.
But she's not.
Nikki?
So, well, Nikki has done, I think, in her life a very fair share of drugs.
Exactly.
But I don't think she's an addict or on drugs the way Tierra put Judy in that way.
So
just because Judy experiments and she lives her life and tries things. And even Judy said that she's tried drugs. She's done that, but she's not a drug addict.
Right. And I don't think that that's what Tierra was saying. I think she was saying that when Judy made that statement, that she was off of that. I can see that. I think that's all it was. I think it was a misunderstanding.
It just pissed me off because the conversations that me and Judy had in depth about me and my addiction. She's not that person.
Yeah, definitely. But at the same time, it's like she was just like Judy likes to, speak her mind with no filter sometimes. That's all Tierra was doing. It wasn't anything like accused. I don't think she was trying to make it seem like she was accusing her. You know what I'm saying? Like being like that. I think it was just like, of course, she said some fucked up shit that she doesn't know about because she was doing this. That's all it was. I feel like. But Yeah, I am excited. So, Judy, if you are watching this, like, I like to respect people's time. I'm not trying to be like a huge, like, I don't know.
Oh,
I feel
no respect.
like you're so busy. I don't want to be an inconvenience. I don't want to just like message you out of the blue. You know what I'm saying? But apparently, you talk to Charlie all the time. That's why I was like, I was gonna have him send you the link. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to be like, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I used to like want to be the paparazzi. Like that used to be my dream job back in the day. You know what I mean? And then
Right.
celebrities like hated that. So that's why I'm like, I'm trying to play it cool. I'm not a paparazzi. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like a stan. I feel like I'm trying to be on the same level as Judy. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, obviously I could never be, but I'm saying like we're real friends, so I don't need to like. I don't know. I don't. Never mind. Let me shut up.
No, I know exactly what you're saying. All I'm saying is, like, Judy is not on drugs, and that's on period.
Exactly, and that's what I'm
Nothing
saying.
like that.
I'm
Right.
totally like a Judy fan. I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm not a Judy fan. That's all I'm saying.
100.
But yeah, of course, that's why I had to have her on a track, and I did play it yesterday after the show ended. So I hope everyone.
I actually love that song.
Oh yeah,
I love that song.
I thought you were a rapper too.
Me?
Yeah, didn't you say you rap a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit, but when I hear y'all, well, especially your bars, I'm just like, oh, am I?
No, I mean honestly, like I didn't get a lot of what Judy was saying at first, and then my friend had to explain it to me because he's from my friend's from Atlanta, and he explained all the Atlanta references to me. I was like, oh shit, she's actually a genius. Like, are you still there, by the way? Because you froze. I don't know what's going on with him. But yeah, if you haven't checked the song out, definitely check it out. I think Judy's verse is actually genius, and like, cause that's exactly what I wanted. You know what I mean? Because the song is called "Rollin'." There, I use the word "rollin" in multiple different ways in the song. You know what I mean? And she added to that, and I thought it was genius. And even stuff that I didn't catch, like I got a Cascade. Yeah, I got a skate. Cascade is the name of the skating rink, of the roller skating rink, and it was apparently in the movie ATL. I think that's what the movie ATL. I don't know if that's in the movie or if that's just where they shot it or whatever, but I know it's from ATL. So I don't know where Charlie went, but we've been on here for about 2 hours, so I think I might end it here. And if you didn't know where to follow Charlie, I believe it is Charlie Green _ Bella Forte on Instagram. And of course, as always, you can follow me at the Gino Bino. Which way am I pointing? At the Gino Bino on Instagram, on all that. And yeah, definitely stay tuned because I try to do the after show after the show on Sundays, but I always watch it a second time, and I have so much more stuff to say. So get used to having like multiple YouTube videos of the same episode. All right. And plus, we also got to talk about some baddies and some Joseline's Cabaret stuff too. So that's always stuff to look forward to. But I will be back next week, maybe later this week. Who knows? Make sure you tune in. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you hit that notification bell so that you get notified every time there is a new video. All right. So I'll see you guys later. I'm going to finish eating my pizza. I had to have a little midnight snack. Because we were on here for so long. 2 hours. I gotta eat every 2 hours. All right. Anyway, I'll see you guys later.